Boy, oh boy, the greed is starting to kick in now, aren't they? Aren't the greed bugs coming out of the woodworks right now? We are getting a parabolic move. We're getting people buying call options. In fact, I just saw it just yesterday on my YouTube video saying, I'm going to buy call options. We're getting the fear and greed index starting to ping itself into the greed, almost into the extreme greed. There is so much greed happening around here. This is a warning amongst the biggest warning amongst warnings right now for you to stage left, stage right, wherever you want to go. Just don't go straight. But guys, it's not all bad news. It's not all bad news. In fact, what's coming, I believe, is going to be, it's going to shake the weekends out. But those who can see what's coming after the coming is going to get ready for one incredible move. I'm going to share with you exactly what I mean by that. So let me talk to you about what is going on here. Now, traders, one of the really big things we must understand about these markets is we must understand about trading setups, right? Like trading setups and trading market psychology around how these markets truly operate. And so as you can see that what happens in these markets is the psychology of the average trader. Now, here's the thing. Statistically says that most traders who trade the markets lose money, okay? 90% of you guys watching this market right now are losing money, right? But you keep doing the same thing as you've been doing. I guarantee you're losing money this year, but the way you approach the market is going to be the same tomorrow as it is today. So why do you expect to get the same results? And one of the things I do say about that, guys, is that, do you know success trading is about following a trading setup? I'm seeing I saw a comment just recently in the markets, and it was on the NASDAQ, and I think it was yesterday. They're like, oh, I hope the market doesn't go down today because I just bought call options. So if this is for you guys, right? This is for you. If you actually want to do really well out of trading, it's not about being lucky. Okay. So you got two choices on your mind. If you're one of these people that are just trading based off, I hope it keeps going up, you're not going to be part of the 1%, right? Now, if you are serious about trading and trading well out of the markets, then you got to think about, okay, if I want to be part of the 1% of people, 1% of traders who consistently have really successful years after years after years after years, what is the one thing that they all have in common? Okay. And the one thing they all have in common is what? They actually follow some type of trading plan, right? They follow a trading setup. That's what they do. And so if you actually want to be part of that, success leaves clues, then we must start to apply that mentality. Do you know that with my personal trading, the same setups that I'm trading today, the exact same trading setup, the same trading pattern, I can show you trades that I took back 10 years ago. In fact, I can go all the way back to 2003 with some charts that I was taking back then and what I was looking at back then and showing you the setup working back then. Right? So I look for the same setup day after day after day. And so you've got to be honest with yourself. The last 6 months, how have you gone? And if you've gone shit, well then I guarantee you the number one thing is that you're not applying a little bit of pressure on yourself to apply a little bit more discipline to focusing on one type of trading setup. Now, if you'd like to learn my trading setup, I teach you for free on that free training, that first thing in the description there. And also in the free trading courses, all the links in the description there. But I just really want to share that with you guys. If you actually want to do well out of trading, but I guarantee you, if you're not doing well this year, I guarantee you there's two reasons. One, you don't even know what you're looking for in a good quality setup. It's a casino for you, and you're going to be part of the 90%. Okay, so blame yourself, not me. Okay, and secondly, I'll tell you the second reason in just a minute. But looking at the actual stock market here, for what's going on right now in the stock market, this is absolutely crazy, right? This is absolutely crazy. Look at this move to the upside. And it's so amazing to see the sentiment shift now, isn't it? People here, the sky is falling. Now the sky's the sky's going to the moon. Actually, the sky's going to the stars. Is the stars above the moon or are stars below the moon? Or are stars with the moon? Above there, Mars. Where's Mars? Is Mars above the moon? Let's go. All right. This is going to the moon. No, this is going to Mars. Right? All that sort of stuff. Now, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. one of the biggest mistakes that I'm seeing right now across most traders is most traders lose money because if you understand the psychology of trading of these markets, wave up, wave up, wave up. You know there's going to be what? A wave down, a wave down, a wave down, a wave down. You know that's coming, right? My question is, if you're getting in right now, is this coming here? I would say we're on the verge of getting that right now. Now, I say on the verge, right? We know no one knows where the top's going to be in. Okay? Now, the thing is that one thing I'm starting to see the greed start to come back into these marketplaces. Things are starting to pick back up, right? We're starting to get that good old fear and greed index starting to ping through here, right? Which is just so amazing. And this is the psychology for you guys. I really want you to understand this thing here. Doing well at a trading, right, requires an opposite to what is actually happening. So down here is what? Oh my goodness, it's going to crash. Here we go. Oh my goodness, recession. That's it. The market's down 20%. It's the start of the crash. Then most people go short and then they lose their heads. Then a month later, the market's going to the moon. Here we go. Long, 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 long. And then they lose their heads. So if that's the case, don't lose your head. Flip it on its head. Instead of saying, oh my goodness, the market's going to go long here. Look for shorts up here. Right? Simples, right? So we can see that through there. We can see what's going on right now. So this is going to be catastrophic, right? The next drop is going to be catastrophic. The reason why, because I'm seeing so many people now be long these markets. I'm like, no, this long is going to be this drop is going to be catastrophic, and it's probably going to be hard. It's probably going to be sharp, and it's going to be fast, right? This is going to be catastrophic to most traders out there. Not for me. I'm on the sidelines. I'm not on the sidelines. I'm actually honing down on individual stocks. Like there's so many different things out there, right? So all I say is that if you understand the market flows and what the market structure, right? What is the market? The market what does what? It'll go up, it'll go down, it'll go up, it'll do this, it'll go up, right? So if you know that, wait for one of these guys. Wait for one of these guys first, then start to look for it. Unfortunately, most traders are like, let's start to go long here. I'm starting to see people go long here, right? Don't do that, guys. Don't do that, right? Because you again, the best trades are when? The best trades are after when we do get that dropping period, which is then. Now, I do believe, as I said at the start of the video, I do believe, looking at this here, what's coming is we're probably going to get a drop soon, right? And people are like, yeah, the market went up today, 0.9%, right? Right. What's coming is probably this through here. But then what's coming after the coming is I see an incredible bull move from here. But the greed's starting to kick into place. We've got a gap here. We've got a gap here. This is a continuation gap. We're now getting a bit of an exhaustion gap. We're breaking above new highs from here. That's on the Nasdaq from there. This is the S&P as well too. Big break up. If we actually go to the ETFs, let me show you something here. Right. Look at this here. So a big move to the upside, another gap through here, another gap through here. We've actually had a big move up. This is going to be catastrophic, right? Final warning. This is going to be catastrophic to millions of investors or millions of traders out there, because I guarantee you they're going to get their heads handed to them big time. And the one reason why is because they're trading based off, well, I better get in now because I'm going to miss out. Or I better get in now because, I want to make some money. And so on and so forth. Professionals like myself simply say, do I have my trading set up now? Is this the trading pattern that I trade every day? Yes or no? And if the answer is no, then I don't do anything. And that's how you start to become part of the top few percent of people who actually do well out of this trading. So that's the SPY. Also QQQ, same sort of thing, right? But look what's happening here. QQQ go up. But what's happening with the volume? QQQ volume go down. Ooh. I tell you what, guys, this is a final warning. The next drop is going to be catastrophic to millions of traders out there. Now, that's not all bad news. Now, there is more bad news when it comes to the... Look what's happening right now on the gold front, right? There is so much. Look at this here. It's game over for gold, right? Isn't it amazing? And this is where, like, if you watch the markets, All through here, I was giving people warnings about what's likely to come. Now we're getting this here. But look at my 52 moving average, right? Look at this here. Notice when the 52 moving average goes up and flattens out. Look what's happening now. We're starting to flatten out. You know what that means, right? That means we're probably going to have at least a sideways movement. But I would say that we're probably likely to see a nice healthy correction down to this level here, which would be roughly around a 50% level out of gold from looking at from there. But this is where it's going to really do your head in. You're going to be like, John, you make no sense. That doesn't make any sense. How could you be bearish gold and bullish silver? Huh? That doesn't make sense, John. Well, the charts, okay? The charts. So looking at silver here, look what's happening with silver right now. All right, silver broke out to the upside. We had this massive resistance. Now we're actually, look at this here. We're doing what? Channel, sideways, not much going on. Now we're starting to break to the upside, right? Oh, I just added them. Okay, cool. Right, now we're adding to the upside through here, and we're holding through here. That's actually very bullish. When we've done nothing for all this time, and now we're breaking out. So the market simply says gold's probably going to get a bit of weakness, while silver's going to start to play a bit of a nice move to the upside. So the silver and also the silver mining sector is the place that I'm watching for, right? The silver mining sector is the place that I'm watching for, because if we start to break up through here, this here is the weekly charts. And look at this here. If we start to break up through this level here, guys, it is on like Donkey Kong. So I'm not all doom and gloom, right? Actually, I'm just about my trading setup. You guys are trying to guess. Oh, I hope this is going to go up. I guess this is going to go up. Let me try this. You guys are doing that. I'm just like, what's my trading pattern? I'm going to just sit on my hands and wait for that. Because if I do that through 12 months, I'm going to have a good year. And next year and the year after and year after, I'm going to have good successful years. And I'm going to have a good successful trading career. Unfortunately, most traders, they're going to get lucky in a bull market. I'm seeing this right now. So many of you guys. So many people that I've actually spoken to on the phone, right? Because I have a coaching program that I speak to people on the phone for. And so many people are like, I was doing well the last couple of years and then Trump came in and destroyed it for me. That's because you rode a big bull market and you were called lucky, right? I always say right now there's a separation from the men from the boys. Unfortunately, a lot of you guys are still little boys, right? Men from the boys. Now, what does that simply mean? Men from the boys is, I used to be a boy for a long time in these markets, right? I used to get lucky and then destroy my account. Get lucky, destroy my account. I had no reason why. But the men of these markets know what? They don't chase. They don't overtrade. They don't try to rush things. They don't just try to get things in. No, what do? They stand back. They be professional about their career. They have a trading plan, a trading system. They have processes that they follow, right? And then when they follow that process, they end up doing really well. So that's like this one here, but also things like AG, right? AG could be getting ready for, this is actually holding quite strongly. So AG could be getting ready for a really, really, really nice move to the upside coming out of that level there. Now, here's a few other things that I really want to sort of guide down the process here of, and I think this is quite, all right, this is the process here, right? So touching on the oil market, guys, I believe the oil and the energy sector market is getting quite. Yeah, there's actually, you know what? Let me do this here. So I'll go to USO here on my TC 2000, and the reason why I want to bring this up to you guys on the USO is because the big thing I'm noticing right now is that this is getting ready for one of the greatest blow off moves. Like, we're getting ready for, especially this USO chart. This USO chart right now, guys. Mark my words, right? Mark my words. When this thing starts to move, now, I don't know, is it going to hold here and we start to break up? If it does, that's going to be really powerful. Because if we start to break above 80, this thing is going to take on a life of its own, and we're about to see an incredible move back to the upside if that happens, right? Now, it's really interesting to see, or we could get a drop to the downside. Either way, I don't really care. I do know after all this period of time here, right? Which also goes inside of the actual oil prices. This is the oil price here, right? So this is the oil price right here. And as you can see, we've actually done this. So oil was about to have a big crash to the downside, or if we do hold here and then we start to get this Dubalaki from here, then guess what? Then down through here, then we're likely to see this here, and then we're likely to break back up to the upside. If that happens, get ready for a big move out of oil. Now, is that going to be a precursor to the coming recession? Maybe, right? Maybe. That's actually quite. Now, the big thing also is that the XLE, the energy market, and the reason why I want to bring that up to your attention right now is the XLE market is, look at this here. If I go down to my monthly charts, where are you? Here, right? Look at this here. Remember I said before about the sideways pattern, right? Whenever we do get these periods of nothing going on for a while, we end up getting big moves, right? That there was almost a 60% drop. We're getting the same thing. We're about to make, well, not we're about to, we're setting up very, very, very shortly over the next, say, 3 to 6 months of a big breakout. And if this happens, this could be an incredible opportunity when you start to overlay things like leverage, or even just not that, all right? It's probably likely to be a really, really, really big opportunity coming out of this XLE market. So get ready for something really big to happen through there. And once again, if we start to break above 100, it is about to start to take on a world of its own, and we can start to make at least a move back up towards 150. Now, what does that mean, right? That means we're about to see potentially a 50 to 60% move out of that through there. There could be something really, really, really big from here. So, but the last thing I really want to share with you guys, even though I'm pretty bearish right now on a short-term level, out of all the indices from here, I really want to just guide your attention down to this chart here, right? Just remember where we are on the big picture here. Even though I'm calling a short-term drop here, right, because we're overextended, that's a short-term daily movement, okay? But in the big scheme of things, or the big swing of things, look where we're at right now, right? This is a massive, we're only 12 years in. Look at this big, massive chart through here. Roughly 10 years, 16, 10, 16, 10, 16. Now say 10 years, it could be 11, 12, but it's roughly around that 10 plus years, right? And then we end up going through a 16-year bull market, and we're still in a very big bull market from here. If I take everything off the screen here, notice one thing from here, right? Notice when the moving average is still trending up, then when it flattens out, that's when the overall big multi-decade bull market over. Same thing through here, flat, over. We're still trending up through here, right? So if you guys think that's it, it's all over, big crash coming, oh my goodness, you should have heard this, but professional, he said 80% crash is coming. No. Because guess what? We are not there yet. So yes, short term, we're going to get this here, right? But just remember where we are short term. Keep an eye on the big picture, because the big picture is where you can place some good positions to benefit from some massive moves. And remember, guys, what is this? Oh, Trump's going to be in, it's going to crash the market. Oh, COVID crash. Oh, the recession fears. Oh, the tariff talk. What is happening through here? Moving average is still trending up. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. So even though I'm expecting a short-term drop through here, I'm expecting an incredible move to come afterwards. So that's why I'm saying what's coming is probably a bit of a short-term drop over a month or two, but what's coming after them coming is an incredible big blow-off top move coming out of the market. Hey traders, just a quick heads up, I'm actually giving away free access to my Mastery Trading course for a limited time. If you go to johnspeedgift.com, or there should be the first link in the description. The fact is that 80 to 90% of the stuff that you learn or you use on these trading platforms is a complete waste of time. And only about 5 to 10% of the stuff that you actually learn and use is going to move the needle in the positive direction for you. And that's over the last 20 years, I've put everything that has helped me move the needle in the positive direction in this here, and I've left everything else out. So go to johnspeedgift.com right now and grab complete free access to this Mastery Trading course.